4, Colony in Space, is the Time Lords discover that the Master has stolen secret information about a device called the Doomsday Weapon and realize they need the exiled Doctor's help. They send the TARDIS, along with the Doctor and his assistant Jo Grant, to the bleak planet of Euraxius, in the middle of the 25th century where all is not well. What is attacking the colonists, and can the Doctor stop his old enemy from finding the dangerous weapon before it is too late? This is one of the few serials to have multiple storylines and actually have them intersect and progress while reacting to what is going on in the other storyline, and also have the storylines interact with each other. The first storyline is the one that starts off this adventure, the Doomsday device. This story is just interesting to see play out and find out what the device actually is. The device is a weapon that can actually destroy a sun. When it was first tested, it created the Crab Nebula. The builders of the device are an ancient civilization that eventually crumbled and became feeble. The Master wants this device to gain power over the universe and control it. This type of story is a typical science fiction story and tells a good theme and gives a message to the audience about deterrence, nuclear warfare, biological weapons, etc., etc. The only nitpick I had with the story is that the Time Lords don't even bother to tell or ask the Doctor to do this task. They wait for him to be at his TARDIS and operate from Gallifrey, although by this time the planet hasn't been called Gallifrey yet. If they informed him, he could have acted better and knew what to look for when he arrived, but the Time Lords are just major pricks, I guess we could just say. The second storyline takes up the majority of the time in this serial and actually halts the first storyline after the Doctor arrives on the planet until the Master arrives episodes later. This storyline is the Colonist and the Miner conflict. This story is about a war of territoriality. A human civilization has colonized on the planet years ago, but a group of miners are trying to scare the colonists off the planet so they can mine a precious mineral. And the miners have even resorted to murder to do this. This is your classic good versus evil story with satire about corporate greed and corruption. It has good action, drama, and complete with an uplifting ending. However, this storyline had cheap props. To make it look like the colonists were being killed by a giant monster, the miners put on one of their robots' giant claws that looked like lizard claws. The robot itself just looks like crap already, but with the addition of the claws, made it just look even worse. The robot is flimsy and looked like you could just push it out of the way and it would just fall down. It wasn't very intimidating. The overall serial had good twists, turns, tragedies, and good humor. My favorite humorous moment is when Jo enters the TARDIS for the very first time and says the line that all companions say, which is, "It's bigger on the inside." The Doctor explains that this is because it is dimensionally transcendental. A confused Jo asks what that means, and the Doctor says, "It means it's bigger on the inside than out." I give this serial 3 stars out of 5. The next serial is the Series 8 finale and the end of the complete series of the Master as the main villain, thankfully. Oh yes, there's one more thing I wanted to mention before I forget it. There's one thing I really liked about this serial also is when the TARDIS actually lands on the planet, it felt like old Doctor Who before he got exiled, because the companion was like, "Oh my god, I feel like we're in danger, I don't think we should go out." And the Doctor's like, "No, let's go explore, let's see what's going out there." It just felt like the earlier episodes. It just brought back memories. I was just like, "Yeah, let's do this, yeah, let's go and get into danger and have some fun." It just was great. I'll mention that, and we could end this review, so I'll see you on the next review.